What's going on YouTube? In this video, I'm going to talk about a mindset issue that many new wholesalers struggle with and how to overcome it. Keep watching. All right, so you are a new wholesaler and you are trying your hand at talking to motivated sellers, trying to get a property under contract and then selling that contract for a profit. That makes you a budding wholesaler. Now, you're probably full of some anxiety with respect to how this process is gonna work out and what people are gonna say or think of your possible deal. I was on my astro flipping coaching call yesterday and a student had brought up a situation that she was worried about with respect to one of her deals. And this was exactly what happened. So my student had locked up a deal. She found an amazing opportunity right off the MLS. Now the MLS list price was around $100,000 and it had been the first day that it was on the MLS. So she got the deal super fresh and she had locked it up right away. She wanted to market that deal for about $110,000. So about $10,000 over what it was listed for on the MLS. But she had a fear. She had a fear that once she sent that video out, her buyers were gonna see that the property was listed on the MLS for $100,000 and that they may wait her out, her inspection period, and then go behind her back and try to lock the deal up themselves, basically cutting her out of the deal and doing the transaction without needing her in the transaction at all. So a couple of things came to mind when she was talking about that situation. First and foremost was the thought process that she wouldn't close on the deal, that her buyers would automatically assume that she was just locking up the deal, gonna go through the inspection period and then cancel the deal if she was unable to purchase it. So right off the hop, she immediately felt that her buyers weren't gonna take her seriously. Now, why is that? It's because she's not taking herself seriously. She doesn't believe that she actually has the ability to spot a good opportunity, that the opportunities that she's sending out to buyers are ones that they may want to purchase. And because of that, she's projecting in her mind what these buyers might think of her possible deal. And so I think the first thing here is that she really truly doesn't believe that what she's doing is a real thing, or that what she's doing is something that is honorable or something that she should be charging to do, right? The other question that she had was, how am I gonna keep my buyers from thinking that I'm greedy? Now, that one kind of hit a little bit close to home for me because I've actually gone through that exact same hang up myself. See, not all of our deals are $5,000 or $10,000 deals. Some of them are $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 profits. And in the early days, I did feel a little bit guilty. I thought, hey, you know, I'm making a lot of money on this deal. Is that right? Well, here's the truth of it. You see, in every business, profits are made. If you look at the hamburger business, McDonald's doesn't buy their patties ready-made. They actually buy their ground chuck from farmers, and the value of that hamburger might be worth around 8 cents when it's sitting in the cow. Once the cow has been butchered and that meat has been processed, it gains in value. And then as that meat is transported to a restaurant, it gains value again. And then once that meat is put into a burger and boxed and it's on your table, it's now worth around $5. So that 8-cent hamburger patty is now worth around $5 once it gets to your mouth. Is there anything inherently wrong with that? No. Profits are made because value is added. And in fact, what we do as wholesalers is extremely valuable to the marketplace. Why? Because we're dealing with properties that couldn't be financed by traditional lending institutions without us. Meaning that these properties need a cash buyer in order for them to sell. Now, having access to that much cash or taking the risk to buy a property that's in distressed condition should give you a benefit. Why shouldn't it? Why should you feel bad about making a profit when you are taking a financial risk to purchase a dilapidated property in hopes that you might be able to turn that turd into a profit? Why should that, in any sense of the word, be a problem for you to make money on? Now, that's exactly what people are trying to make you feel. That's exactly what some real estate agents want you to feel. And I want you to abandon that mindset. It's a garbage mindset and it's not true. You are entitled to make as much money as you want to make. In fact, if you add value to any situation and you're able to solve a problem that couldn't be solved without you, you are deserving of your paycheck. Whether that amount be $5,000, $2,000, or $10,000, you deserve it because you added value to a situation. If that was by bringing a cash buyer to the table, if that was by finding a creative solution for a seller for them to get out of a bad situation, you deserve to get paid for that. Now, a lot of times what's been happening is we bring with us our past conceptions about what money is. I'm sure you've heard that saying, money is the root of all evil. Where do you think that comes from? That was created from rich people who want you to remain poor. I promise you that. All right, this is all propaganda. It's all meant to keep you at your 9-to-5 job. It's all meant to keep you from getting to the highest of your human potential that's possible. Abandon all of the ideas that make you feel that making money is wrong. Abandon all of the ideas that make you feel that making money is greedy or evil, because the people that wanted you to feel that way are the ones that are actually making money off your back. Think about that. So, if you ever find yourself feeling guilty because you're in business, you might want to look at whether or not the root of that feeling is coming from a real place. Guys, if you've ever had this happen to you in your life, do me a favor and leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me about some of the hangups that you might have about money. It's important that we talk about this stuff, because the more that we bring light to this situation, the more we're all going to feel better about the fact that we're in business and we're feeding our families from these businesses, and we are entitled to make a profit. Until the next video, guys, see you then.